If there's one lesson to be learned from today, it's that junior doctors are very polite when they go on strike. No horns or whistles or klaxons, not even any burning braziers, just picket lines. The British Medical Association estimated 150 across England. This is a strike that all sides had hoped to avoid, but talks broke down last week. And currently, as things stand, there appears to be no movement on resolving the issues that they're at loggerheads over. It's the first time in 40 years that junior doctors have gone on strike. This one will finish at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then there'll be two more on January the 26th for 48 hours, again with emergency cover, followed by an all-out on February the 10th. NHS England said today about 3,500 operations had been cancelled.
I think there's a real feeling amongst the NHS staff, not just doctors but our nursing colleagues as well, that we're already stretched to an absolute maximum, and so I think that's really at the heart of the resistance to the new contract.
Save our NHS! Save our NHS!
Just 2 hours into the strike, though, Sandwell Hospital in the Midlands ordered these junior doctors back to work. In a letter, they said the hospital is now at escalation level 4 and is reporting an internal incident. It added all junior doctors providing ward-based care need to attend work. The BMA said not all junior doctors had returned to work, and those that did were likely to have done so due to the pressure placed on them. The dispute is over pay and safeguards against excessively long hours. But it's more than that. The two sides can't even agree on how much they disagree on.
The door is open any time. And yes, we have some disagreements about some of the pay issues, but I think there is huge agreement on the vast majority of the changes that we want to make, because they will deliver safer care for patients.
The government says that they have resolved with you 15 out of the 16 points. This is rather excessive action for one point of dispute.
And I think we can all assume that that is a misrepresentation of the negotiations. The fact is that we've produced documents over the last week that demonstrate exactly where we are and how far we are apart.
Of course, it was patients most affected today, although here at Ipswich Hospital in Suffolk, they told us they'd only had to cancel 80 outpatient appointments out of 1,000 and hadn't cancelled any operations at all. Everything's working as normal.
Yeah, I mean, you never see the doctors really, do you? I mean, the nursing staff all around here, and they're all very, very helpful, yeah.
About 80 junior doctors went on strike here, and although they have managed, the hospital is concerned about the impact of the all-out strike in February.
I think if the strike does go ahead, and I think we all hope that it doesn't, where there's a complete walkout of junior staff, therefore not covering emergency flow, then I think that's a whole different kettle of fish. We will manage because we have sufficient staff around, nurses and therapists and consultant staff will step up, and I've no doubt that here at Ipswich they'll do that. But clearly that will create more anxiety among patients, which I think is concerning.
Talks between the two sides are due to resume at the Conciliation Service ACAS on Thursday, and it's hoped there will be some solution found before the next strike in a fortnight's time.